I'm assuming, Tim, you can hear me now. The meeting hadn't started, which is why you had no audio. I hadn't switched my microphone on, and that's because I was having an entirely inappropriate discussion about Wordle instead of the agenda. So the next item...
Spelling is close to my heart.
Very good. How did you do this morning? The item 8 on the agenda has been withdrawn from the agenda, so we'll... and I'd like to move to deal with item 14, which is the extension of Te Tira Ka hikuhiku Christchurch Red Zones Transformation Land Use Consultative Group, because Brendan's under some constraints as far as time goes. So, or Mary is, one or the other. So, are there any questions on this one? You're happy to move it, and Phil's happy to second it. Are there any questions at all?
Just very, very quickly, I was just looking at 6.3 and 6.4, which talks about the impact on mana whenua, and it's saying the decision doesn't. And obviously there's representatives on the group from mana whenua, but I guess it would have been nice to know actually if they're happy with how the group's performing, in terms of actually making a decision to continue the group.
Yep, fair question, and that wasn't included as a part of this paper, but certainly I can take back and ask.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed that. I normally pick these up. These tend to have standard format inserts where there isn't something apparent. That nothing could be further from the truth that this involves a decision in relation to ancestral land or a body of water or other elements of intrinsic value. So it should say that, it shouldn't say that at all. So I think that we should note for future reference that this clause should not be used when it is an item like this. Under the circumstances, though, it's not a significant issue because this is simply a temporary extension to an existing framework for a very brief period. We'll be seeing a paper in March, which will be the direction of travel for the establishment of an interim or an establishment co-governance board. So we're moving at pace, but we just wanted to make sure that this was kept in place until those arrangements were entered into. So I think that I don't think there's a need to follow up specifically on this issue. It's the co-governance model that's coming next. There is a wider issue at play, but thank you for raising it. That's appreciated. So I've got a mover and a seconder. Is there any discussion? I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That is carried. Thank you very much, Brendan.